Hey besties, today's video is a little different. This is my boyfriend Matt, and I'm about to hand him full control over the books that I read for this vlog. Does he know my reading taste, or am I about to regret absolutely everything? Let's find out.
Alright, there she goes. So I have to pick out 3 books for Venus to read. So I'm gonna actually throw her a curveball. I just in my head thought of something funny. I'm gonna pick out 3 books that I know she would not want to read, and then 3 books that I think that she will read. So I'll show her the ones that she won't want to read first, because I think that'll be funny. So, ooh, that one looks kind of cool. I know she's a big fan of dogs, so I'm gonna give her this one here. Catching Feelings. I think that sounds like something she might have already read. Okay, I know she's a big fan of pink books, and she loves Allie Hazelwood. That's one of the only things I do know about what she loves to read, so I'm gonna pick that one up. And let's see. Oh man, so many of these look so good. I know she's read Happy Place. I think she's reading that right now, actually. Apparently it's really good. I wouldn't know. Oh yeah, absolutely. Anthony, whatever your name is. This will be one of my ones that I want to give her, but not seriously. Okay. Oh, you know what? Medicinal Plants. Oh, Edible Medicinal Plants of Canada. That sounds like a really thrilling read. We'll get that one. Because I know she's gonna be all excited. Oh, look at that, Bridgerton. We're actually watching that right now. Let me see what this is about. Okay. Penelope Featherington has secretly adored her best friend's brother for, well, it feels like forever. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. That sounds interesting, because I know that'll be kind of cute. Okay, I need to find one more book. What's one that would be? I'll look over here. Oh my god, there we go. We're getting Taylor Swift. We are getting Taylor Swift. Put these down here really quickly. Okay, Taylor Swift. You know what? We're going hardcover. We are going hardcover. Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay, so we've got Taylor Swift as a joke. This one is for real. Not in Love. That one we're gonna pick out for her for real. And we got the Bridgerton novel from the Netflix adaptation. So we got plans. And then we got this hunk of a dude. I think I'm gonna do, yes, I'm gonna do this one first. I'm gonna do Taylor Swift on top. That looks funny. Okay, there we go. I like that. Be right back. Let's go get our Venus. Whoop, whoop. Okay, there she is. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I got him all right. You're the best. All right, I'll give you your phone back.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, get them. I'm not looking. Okay. I didn't see them. Okay, time for the big reveal. I want to see the books.
You want to see the books?
Yeah.
She wants to see the books.
I do. Oh, interesting. Okay.
What do you think?
Okay, this is the first one. Wait, hold these two. This is the first one. Icons of Style, Taylor Swift. Is this even a story?
Oh, it's got everything that you'd want in a book.
Okay.
Yep.
Why this? Do you hear me?
I looked at it and I thought of you.
You looked at Taylor and thought of me.
I thought of you.
Okay, very interesting. I love Taylor. I don't listen to her that much, so.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
And the next one, I know that you're a bit of a plant girly yourself.
Oh, this is a joke. Matt, you chose joke.
No, you don't. You want to read about a doctor's journey in public service? They want to hear about this. Your subscribers, they want to hear about this. It's not always what you want.
No,
it's what the people. Give the people what they want.
Please
give the people and oh yeah, I got 3 real ones.
Oh.
Okay, I'll go get them.
Guys, I was so scared when I saw the Taylor Swift. Because, no, I love Taylor, but, this is literally just talking about her, album. I don't know, maybe someone would like this. I was like, no. In case you didn't see the other ones you got. On Call, I don't even know who this man is. A doctor, and then a plant thing. Okay, I'm ready to see the actual one.
The actual reveal.
What's the first one? This is perfect. This is the book I want. I think you heard me say that I wanted it.
Well, she loves Allie Hazelwood.
Yeah, I do. And he got me another Allie Hazelwood book for my birthday, so this is perfect.
And she loves pink, cute books too, don't you?
This is a good
Did I knock that one out of the park?
Yes, I'm so excited to read this.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Number 2. I thought that was pretty cute.
It's cute. Okay, it's Bridgerton.
The
only thing is I heard the books aren't as good as the show, but I think I should just give it a try then. I have to.
Yeah, you gotta confirm or deny that.
I have to give it a try.
It's fun.
Okay.
And the 3rd book.
This is for the 3rd season,
yes.
I think, because it has Penelope.
Yes.
Oh, I think I've heard of this one. Okay, How to Age Gracefully by Claire Poole.
I guess it's Disgracefully.
Oh, it says Disgracefully. My bad. That sounds really funny.
Yeah, it's got a little cute poochie on the front.
Okay, what was your reasoning for this one?
I saw the dog.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
This looks really cute. Okay, so these are the 3 books.
Yeah, how did I do?
I would say this one knocked it out of the park because I really wanted this and I was gonna get it soon. This one, I don't know. We'll have to see when I read it if it's like good or not.
Yeah.
This one, I'm so excited to read this because I would not have picked this myself, but it seems like a book like, ooh.
That's good.
So excited.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that one. Do it.
Okay guys, it's a couple weeks later, honestly. I just haven't gotten around to filming this video yet, but it is finally time and I'm so excited. I've had these books just sitting on my TBR cart here. These 3, this is the rest of my TBR for the month of August. Anyway, so it's time to finally choose which book we're gonna read first from the books my boyfriend chose for me. I will tell you right now which ones, like my predictions for these books. This is probably like the weirdest way to hold them, but it works. I'm just too lazy to get my tripod. Anyway, Not in Love. I literally love Allie Hazelwood so much. You can literally see my books of hers right there. And I have more that are on here that I haven't read yet. And I've rated both of her books 5 stars. So I have high expectations for Not in Love. I do know it's a little bit different than her other novels where it's like supposed to be steamier. So I don't necessarily know how I like that because I do really love like the romance in her books a lot, but we'll see. And then Bridgerton, because I've taken so long to film this, my boyfriend and I have already watched season 3, except for the last episode. We haven't gotten around to watching that yet. So I already know what happens in the season, but the books are always better than the movies and the shows. So I'm still excited to see my thoughts on this one. And the writing in the show is already so beautiful, like the way they talk. So I could only imagine how it would be in the book. So I'm predicting, let's take my star ratings as a prediction. Prediction 4 stars, 3.5. 3.75. And then How to Age Disgracefully. This is the one I know the least about. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. I don't know its rating on Goodreads or anyone's like reviews on Goodreads. Like usually that's something I always know going into a book is what the rating is on Goodreads, because I don't like wasting my time with a book, especially because I'm the type of person to just buy a book before just purchase a book before reading it. That I think everyone does that. I don't know how to describe it, but like I'm spending money on a book that I don't know if I'll love or not. So I always look at the reviews and stuff so I like have a general feeling that I'm going to like it. Just if that makes sense. I don't know. So it's very rare that I'll blindly read a book, but I want to do a video where I solely read books that I know nothing about and I'm just getting it either based off the cover or based off the first page or the blurb or something like that, because I feel like I need to step out of that a little bit more to discover books on my own. But yeah, that being said, I'm the most excited to read this one, so why don't we start with that one? Okay, so our first book that we're gonna read is How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. I don't know anything about this. We're gonna go into it blind, and I'm excited to share my thoughts. First up, we have How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. This book is told in multiple POVs, and it follows a senior citizen center and a daycare as they join forces to save their community center from being sold. Hello you guys! Okay, it's the next day. I wanted to give my first update on the book so far. I'm gonna sit down and eat it. I just made a quiche, which I've never made a quiche before, but I really wanted to try to make one. And it turned out so good. I'm so happy with it. The Venus Learns to Cook Chronicles of the Summer continues. Honestly, this is something that I would make again. This was so easy. I literally just used half and half cream, eggs, spinach, cheese. Like you can do whatever toppings you want. I did spinach and cheese, like a little bit of salt and pepper or whatever seasoning. My mom bought this. It's Thai style red chili flavor explosion. I love this. Don't know what's in it. There's a lot of things, but I love this so much. Anyway, I literally just whisked that together and then I poured it into a pre-made crust that I had in the freezer. Well, I did have to cook it a little bit first, but yeah, that was easy peasy. So I'm gonna have a slice of this and continue to read. Guys, I'm loving this book so much so far. I'm really not that far into it, as you can see, but it's so funny. Like I've never read anything from the perspective of a senior, and there are actually multiple main characters in this. I thought it followed only one, like Daphne, because that's who it talks about, but so far we've had Daphne and Art's POV. I don't know if we're gonna be introduced to any more, and I was a little worried, not gonna lie, that this would be boring because it seems very character centered and not not really a plot-centered novel, but it's so entertaining. Like, there's humor in literally every single page. It's so funny. And like I said, it's a unique perspective. Like, it's so funny reading from a senior. They're like, she was like looking through a forum and she was like, they're misnaming this girl Karen for some reason. And like, she's like going to pick up a new mobile phone and she's like, nothing looks like the BlackBerry I used to have. Like, and she's like, I don't know why this new company is called Apple, which is like similar to like a crumble ingredient. I don't know, but like, it's just so funny. From the setup so far, we meet Daphne, who lives alone and does not seem to be a people person at all, which is kind of relatable, just in the sense that like I'm an introvert and extrovert, introverted extrovert, or extroverted introvert. I don't know. But like, she stays at home and now she's like, my goal now that I'm 70, we start with on her 70th birthday, is to make friends. And she's just so like funny and sassy. And she decides to join the Social Senior Citizens Club. And I'm pretty sure the premise of the novel follows these characters that are in this club. The setup is done really nicely. No dull part, not a single one. So I'm so excited to read this and eat my quiche. Okay, we should definitely taste test this. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it to taste that good. That's like so good. I should have more faith in myself, I'm not gonna lie. Yay! I don't know what this is. I just got back from getting my hair did. Actually didn't just get back, I got back like hours ago. We got some blonde highlights in. What do we think? What do we think? I haven't done the blonde in a hot minute. Anyway, I always get so much reading done at my hair appointments because it makes the time fly by. Mind you, she did it so fast this time. I think she did it, maybe she did it, I think she did it under 3 hours. I don't know exactly, but usually it's like 3 to 4, or maybe it was the same amount of time, but it just felt really fast this time. So I made a lot of progress in how to age disgracefully, guys. I have to save the review for the end, but like, fine, a little silent spoiler review. My cat is so done with me. This book, I don't even want to finish this book. I don't know if I'll ever read anything like it again, and that just makes me so sad. Like, it's truly probably the most different to like any of the books I've read so far. It just is, and I love it so much. I'm gonna go in depth with how I feel about this book in my review because you need to hear about it. You need to hear about it. But I need to finish it off first. I only have 100 pages left, and there's the tiniest element of intrigue that has literally been threaded through, probably starting up to like here onward. A little, is this person not telling us everything? Is this person not who we thought they were the whole entire time? And I'm like, is this gonna be a huge plot twist that's gonna make me rethink the whole thing, or is it just like a little mini thing that the author threw in? Because there's a lot going on in this story, because we have 4 different perspectives. I think earlier I said 2. There are 4 perspectives. Daphne, who this opens up with, who just turned 70 and is trying to complete this bucket list of things she wants to do and improve in her life. Then we have Art, who is a retired actor turned kleptomaniac. If you don't know what kleptomaniac is, they have like an urge to steal things, basically. We have Lydia, who is a middle-aged woman who is the leader, or who starts this new job as the leader of the Senior Citizens Social Club, sorry. And then we have Ziggy, who is a teenage father who's grappling between caring for his daughter and the prospect of starting a future as he's approaching the end of his high school, because he thinks he can't have one with the other. So these are the 4 perspectives, and then there are so many other characters too, but those are just like the 4 main perspectives, and we're dealing with all of their kind of issues and flaws throughout the book. So they're all getting character arcs, of course, and everything is intersecting. So there's a lot going on, like a lot. But yeah, I'm like almost near the end, and like one of the characters is starting to act a little fun. They're not like acting weird, they're just saying something. This isn't spoiled. They're saying like, oh, my time's running out soon, or something like that, and no one knows what they're talking about. Like, anytime they mutter it or mumble it, everyone's like, what? Like, what? So now I'm like, what is happening? Like, what does this person mean? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. So I'm just gonna read this. Let's finish this. I'm so excited. literally never understand in vlogs and videos is when people find somewhere to put their phone in a car. Like, I have no idea where to place this. Like, if I put it here, the wheel is in the way. Oh, what did I just... Well, I guess they have cameras. Maybe they have camera mounts because I don't have a camera, but the lighting in here is absolutely atrocious. It is early morning the next day. There was a reason I went to bed early because I'm waking up early. I'm driving over to Waterloo to pick up my sister, who's my twin sister, who's officially done school or done her undergrad. Since I transferred programs, still have a semester left, so I'm done at the end of the year, which is kind of exciting, but then also, oh my gosh, someone's parking right beside me. Okay, basically, I wanted to try this on camera. It's an Alani Nu. I've never had Alani Nu before, but I was like, I need an energy drink because I'm tired and it's never good to drive tired, and I have like quite a bit long drive. It's actually not that like super long, but literally I've seen so many people drink these and I've never tried it. Like, I've tried Monsters, Red Bulls, but never an Alani Nu. I didn't know what flavor to get. I just got Orange Kiss because I was like, that should be a safe flavor. I like orange, and like, I don't know if I'm gonna love these, but let's try it together, you guys. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay, I like actually can't even open it. Like smoking right outside my car, like right in the front. Okay, that's really good. Okay, gotta go because this is so awkward. Okay, so I finished How to Age Disgracefully, and I will have my final review at the end when I tell Matt my thought on these books. So you'll have to wait a little bit for that. But now I decided I want to read this next, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, because I'm most excited to read Not in Love, so I feel like that'll make me read this faster because I'm like super excited to read Not in Love, which is the third book. This is gonna be so interesting because I watched the season, like I said with my boyfriend already. We didn't watch the finale, but I watched most of the season and I know most of what happens, and that's gonna be what this book is about. So I hope it's not slow, just because it's like I don't have the element of intrigue. I know everything that's gonna happen. But I'm curious to see what the prose is gonna be like in this. Like, I feel like it's gonna be really pretty writing. And we didn't watch the finale, so I literally, like, as long as I get to that ending point, that'll be interesting at least. Like, I don't know how this ends. Like, we didn't watch it yet. I honestly don't know what to expect. I know that Bridgerton was a book series before it was a show, which makes me have really high hopes for this. Like, the books are always better. But again, this isn't like the iconic Bridgerton series. This is like from season 3, so Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. I don't know if this was written after the season was developed. I don't know. I don't know any of the background on this. Let's just start reading it and see how we like it. Get out. Okay, wait. What? Matchmaking mamas are united in their glee. Colin Bridgerton has returned from Greece. For those gentle and ignorant readers who are new to town this year, Mr. Bridgerton is third in the legendary string of 8 Bridgerton siblings, hence the name Colin beginning with C. He follows Anthony and Benedict and precedes Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Gregory, and Hyacinth. How did we not realize that they went in alphabetical order? Please tell me I'm the only one who didn't notice this. It's crazy. I mean, might as well give an update so far. I just finished the prologue. The prologue was kind of just like catching us up to where we start off season 3, which is Colin returning from his trip. So beforehand was like basically Penelope's life leading up to that point, which is kind of nice as a little reminder, even though because I watched the shows I already know. But there are little details that are different than the show, but it's mostly the same. But I'm still liking it. Like, it's comfortable to slip into. I'm already on page 16. Then again, these are really small pages, and I'm on chapter 1 now. So now we're getting into it. From when he returns from his trip, it's a cute setup. Okay, I can't stand what I look like, literally an egg. It's a cute setup, like Penelope and her crush on Colin, and thinking there's no possible way on planet Earth that he'll ever end up with her, and kind of stuck in the friend zone with him. And now he's returned from his travels back into the matchmaking game, and this is where everything changes. So yeah, like originally I thought I'm just probably gonna skim through most of this book because I already know what's gonna happen, but it's just fun to read. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna read it until I get bored, and then I probably will skim through, but like I don't know if I'm gonna do that because right now I am really enjoying it.
Sugar be sweet, and the world doesn't sleep when you fall apart. And once in a while, Prince Charming don't smile. In fact, he won't show up at all. So you and I should be human beings and not just pieces in a past that we can't read. Don't you wanna go out?
Okay, guys, I've decided to DNF the Bridgerton book because
DNF.
yeah, DNF.
Oh, do not finish.
Good job, Serena. I'm surprised you. I'm actually surprised you knew that.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I decided to DNF it because I've already seen the season, so I know everything that happens. So even though it was good, like I actually really liked it, I don't want to like force myself through it, and I think that's putting me in a slump. So I'm gonna read the last book that Matt chose for me to read, which is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. And I saved this for last because I'm most excited to read this because you guys know how much I love Ali Hazelwood. Like I've literally rated all the books I've read of hers 5 stars, but this one's a little bit different than all her other ones. I think it's like I think this one's a friends with benefits one. Bruce Seibert might not have it all, but she has enough. A few friends she can always count on, the financial stability she earned for as a kid, and a successful career as a biotech engineer at Klein, one of the most promising startups in the field of food science. Her world is stable, pleasant, and hard fought, until a hostile takeover and its offensively attractive frontman threatened to bring it all crumbling down. So it's enemies to lovers. Like
Wait,
most of her
that's
books.
giving. What's that one with the Lucy Hale? The movie, the Lucy Hale.
The Hating Game?
Yeah, the Hating Game. Cause
Oh, kind of, because
they do like a merger or something like that.
oh yeah, it's
giving.
giving that. Eli, oh I like the name. Eli Kilgore and his business partners want Klein. Period. Eli has his own. Oh my goodness. Eli has his own reasons for pushing this deal through, and he's a man who gets what he wants, with one burning exception: Rue, the woman he can't stop thinking about. The
This
woman
is
who's
like the
off
Hating-
limits to him. Yeah,
Kind of. A little bit. Not in a bad way.
No, but this one I think they acknowledge that they're attracted to each other.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, torn between loyalty and an undeniable attraction, Rue and Eli throw caution out the lab and boardroom windows. Their affair is secret, no strings attached. Sorry, that's what it is. It's a no strings attached book thing.
Isn't that the same?
Yeah, but I think that's the way to say it that doesn't sound bad.
There's literally 2 movies. One is Friends with Benefits, No Strings Attached, and they're the same thing.
Really? Oh, I've heard of that.
Have you watched
No,
it?
I
It's
like
good.
it. And has a built-in deadline the day one of their company prevails. But the heart is risky business. That plays for keeps.
Aw,
That
that's
sounds
I
good.
like that.
That sounds really good.
Can I read that after you?
Oh my god, bee! There are bees
They're
everywhere.
so ugly too when you look at them like up close.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna start reading this. Serena's
And I'm reading this.
happy place. You're halfway through. How do you like it so far?
It's so good so far. As usual, I think I love all of Emily Henry's books, honestly.
Today. Hey guys, it's been a minute, or like months. I've been slowly working my way through this book, but school got the better of me this semester and I have not had a lot of time to read. I'm like halfway through this book right now, and guys, anytime I'm going to school, sorry, I don't know if the fireplace is too loud, I'm gonna mute it. Every time I'm going to school, on my commute, I read an ebook on my phone. That's how I like to pass my time. Oh, also, I'm done school, I'm home, graduated, exciting stuff. I really don't know what the last thing I vlogged was, so I was like, figured you guys would want an update. Anyway, on my commutes, which I don't have to do anymore, to school, I would read an ebook. So I was reading Not in Love. I cannot tell you the amount of times I was sitting there like looking at the person beside me like, please don't be reading over my shoulder. Not like they would, but like there's a lot of this, like we've established, is a steamier book. So some scenes I was reading them and I was like, I'm gonna have to put my font down to like 4 because this is awkward. But now that I'm home in the concealment of these 4 walls, I actually have more than 4 walls in my room because it's like a weird layout. It's like 1, 2, 3. And anyway, now I can actually finally read this. I'm filming another vlog right now, but I was like, since I'm reading this book, I need to update you guys on my thoughts. I'm not gonna lie, at first I was like, I don't know, like this is, like I love Ali Hazelwood so much. This just isn't, I'm not as invested as I am reading her other books, because in her other books, I was so invested in the 2 main characters getting together, and that's what kept me wanting to read more. Like that was the pull. She created so much tension between them that I'm like, get together already. And that was the whole pull. This, I haven't been feeling that, obviously, and it's because, like she said in her author's note, this is tonally different than all of her other stories. And like she said, it's less of a rom-com and more of an erotic romance. And this is her first like non-enemies to lovers that I'm reading. Like their attraction and acting on that is pretty quick. Her writing is still amazing. I still love the characters. I think this is just less of my style of novel, and I'm realizing that as I'm reading this. I was like making it flop. Looks like it's flying. Whee! Anyway, that's what I'm realizing, but it's still good, not amazing. I'm halfway through, nothing's wowing me so far, but I will continue reading and report back. And the next update will be a lot sooner, I promise you guys. I'm I'm now at Matt's house and I have 78% left. I'm 78% in and I have 22% left of the book. Basically, I'm at the home stretch. It doesn't really feel like it. It doesn't feel like we're leading up to something right now. Like usually at this point of the book, you feel it leading up to the climax. Right now, I don't feel that. Maybe I'm close to the point where it will start to feel like that. Oh, look who's coming to join me. Hi, Maui. This is your first debut on the channel. This is his cat, Maui. She's so cute. Hi, you want to come sit with me? Let me be in a position where you can sit with me. Oh, okay, yeah. Hi, cutie pie. It's a final rating time. We are finally done, all 3 books. Literally filming this on Christmas Eve. It's December 24th. It's crazy how long it's taken me to film this video. I think this video spans like the longest I've ever filmed for one singular video. So much so that I'm probably giving you guys whiplash with all my hair changes, even though it's been almost a year, okay? Also, let's ignore the fact that one side is curlier than the other. I did these curls like 4 days ago, and since I'm used to having my hair in braids, I'm so bad at curling hair. I'm still getting the hang of it. And I was at my boyfriend's house when I did it, so I didn't have my curling iron. I only had my straightener, and I tried to do like the curls, but got the hang of it on this side, and maybe I shouldn't have pointed it out. Maybe you guys wouldn't have noticed. What if I just... Anyway, it is now time for the big reveal to see how well Matt knows my book taste, because we have read all 3 books that he's recommended. I'm gonna ask him which book he thinks I rated the highest, and I'm also gonna ask you guys this right now. You probably know from my reactions, but I'm gonna guess that he thinks this is the one I rated highest. But it was How to Age Disgracefully by Claire Pooley. It's been months since I even read this, and I still remember how much I loved this book. That's how good it was. I did not expect this to be a 5-star read, you guys, but it is easily a 5-star read, and an unexpected one too, because this hasn't been on my radar. I haven't heard anyone talk about this book. It's not usually like the type of book that I go for if I'm looking at my bookshelf right now of all the books that I've read, but that's definitely gonna change considering I loved this book. I ate it up. Also, I will point out I got a hot chocolate stain on some of my books when I was staying in Guelph, because my book cart was kind of like also a nightstand because it was right beside my bed, and I put my hot chocolate mug down on it and I knocked it over, and so many books now have this. It's so sad. But guys, look how long this is. That stain is actually hideous. A 322-page book about a senior citizen club. This sounds like something that would have put me into a reading slump, but it didn't. Literally not at all. The exact opposite. This is hands down the funniest book I've read in my entire life, and something that I loved about it is that it follows 4 very different perspectives. We have Daphne, a 70 or 80-something-year-old woman who is so funny, spiteful, and surprising, and then we have Art, the kleptomaniac, who has his own problems that he's dealing with from his past, as well as Lydia, who runs the senior citizen club, who's also dealing with problems in her life, and then all of their like POVs and a couple other characters too all join together through the senior citizen club, and that's kind of the link that ties them and the plot together, and it's a hoot. There are so many life messages, but it's also entertaining and super funny. There's even a bit of a plot twist at the end, like I was saying when I was reading it earlier, and it's hilarious to me that Matt chose this because of the dog on the cover, because the dog actually feels like a character in this book. I will say I think this book is set in England, and therefore I think some of the humor will land more for people from England. Like there were a few things that I didn't get, like the dog's name is Maggie Thatcher, who I think is important in English history. I have no idea who that was, and that's the dog's name, but either way, laughed so hard reading this book. And I love how Claire Pooley tackles the stereotypes of aging with this novel. Reading this just made it feel so much less scary, and definitely tore down some beliefs that I had about getting older. So absolutely love this book. I'm so excited to have this on my shelf. I can't wait to pick it up and read it again in the future and to recommend this to other people. 5-star read. Good job, Matt. You slayed this one. Guys, I'm fighting daylight here, which is crazy to say because it's like 3:30. Like, come on. When I started this video, the sun was setting at like 8 p.m. I missed already. Anyway, guys, this is the next book that I read, which is Bridgerton, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. So this one inspired season 3 of Bridgerton with Penelope and Colin. So this follows their story, and I DNF'd this book. I didn't finish it, and that has nothing to do with the book itself. The book was actually such a breeze to read, I would say. Like, maybe it also has to do with like the size. It's so tiny that it felt like I was flying through when I was reading it, but also her writing style, Julia Quinn's writing style, is so easy to absorb, and I actually found myself highlighting so many passages just because I could relate to Penelope so much of this. In fact, I think I liked her more reading her perspective in the book rather than in the show, because obviously when it's a book you get more inside of a character's character's head, so I could really see the reasons for everything that she was saying and everything that she was doing. And I related to so much of it. You know, at the very start, she's kind of painted as the awkward, socially inept character who's yearning for love and has a huge crush on Colin Bridgerton, but doesn't think that she can ever have a chance with him. And what makes it a little harder is that she's basically best friends with him. So definitely not easy. And I think I would have ate this book up had it not been for the fact that I watched the season before I read the book, meaning I knew everything that happened. So there was no bit of like intrigue keeping me going, because I already knew everything. The only reason that I did keep reading was because, one, the writing is so good. The book is always better. Like, I got to know more about the characters, so I was like, this is actually like interesting. It just wasn't enough to keep me picking up the book time and time again, so I went into a really big reading slump because of this. Hence going a couple of months without finishing this video. I think it's this book's fault, sorry. Again, great book, great writing, great setup, because that's basically the only part I read was a setup into the plot. I just knew everything that was gonna happen. So I don't rate books that I DNF'd because it's not fair for me to rate a book if I didn't even get all the way through it. So we're not gonna rate this, but it was officially a DNF. And I would definitely read this if I go long enough that I forget the plot, that I would definitely pick this up and read it. So not horrible, just right book, wrong time kind of situation. And then finally we have Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I thought I would rate this a 5-star just because I've only read 2 other books by her and they're both rated a 5-star. So expectations were through the roof. However, I knew this one would be different. She literally has a note at the very start of it that says this is tonally different than the work she's published in the past. And she says it makes it less of a rom-com and more of an erotic romance. And that was true. And I wanted to give it a chance because I thought maybe I could still like this book just because I love Ali Hazelwood so much. I love her characters. She writes amazing romances. But at the end of the day, I need a strong emotional connection to really root for 2 characters. And I think in a romance, it's so important to have that element of, I want to see these characters get together so badly, because that's the intrigue for a romance novel. That's what keeps people reading from front to end. You know, mystery, you have the mystery, the who done it, why done it. For fantasy, you have, you know, someone fighting to save their kingdom or like trying to overturn a government or whatever. But for a romance, I think the intrigue lies in desperately wanting the 2 main characters to have their happily ever after. And it was hard for me to feel that in this book because it was way more of a physical connection than an emotional connection. That being said, the characters were still really good. I feel like the other 2 novels I read of hers, The Love Hypothesis and Love Theoretically, were basically kind of the same novel but in different fonts. Like, just felt very similar, which I loved. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I did love how refreshingly different this main character was, Rue. She's so different than those characters, and the whole romance is too. So it was refreshing from her other novels. It just definitely wasn't my style. Overall, this was good. It wasn't great. The plot was good. The banter was good. Lots of scenes were good, but it wasn't great. I'm struggling with what to rate this though, because I knew going into this that it would be different from her other novels, and the reason that I didn't vibe with it as much wasn't because it was bad writing or anything like that. It's literally just because there was more of a physical connection than an emotional connection, which is what the warning said. And there were some really cute and really good parts in this. So I think I'm gonna go with a 3.75 stars. So yeah, those are the final ratings for the books that we read in this vlog. Overall, I think he did a great job picking these books. Like, finding a 5-star read in and of itself is worth this 110%, because I don't come by 5-star reads super easily, but when I do, it just reminds me why I love reading so much. And like I said before, I would not have picked this up if he didn't choose it. So happy about that. And I think it's finally time to close off this vlog. So I'm gonna get into my Christmas Eve festivities. But thank you guys so much for sticking through this long and chaotic video. And thank you to Matt for choosing my books for this vlog. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!